Hey everybody, welcome back for another Mad Panic game review, and today's review is especially cute because we are taking a look at a recently released cute-em-up for the Nintendo Switch, and that is Trouble Witch's Final, Episode 1, Daughters of Amalgam, and I said it's a cute-em-up, but it would be more accurate to say that it's my favorite cute-em-up. You see, the Trouble Witches series dates back to 2011 when it first appeared in arcades and was eventually ported to Xbox Live Arcade where I first played it. Since then, there have been numerous releases in the series, some of which can be found right now on Steam, but this newest entry is, in my opinion, the best one yet. So let's take a closer look and see just what makes Trouble Witch's Final such a fantastic shooter. As you can clearly see, this is a side-scrolling shooter that leans heavily into bullet hell territory, though as you'll find out, it's a lot more forgiving than most Danmaku games. In fact, this would probably be a good introduction to the genre. It's kind of like Cotton Reboot crossed with Magical Chase, and just a pinch of Akai Katana. You have a lot of different characters to choose from that all have varying stats and are labeled as beginner, intermediate, and advanced depending on their attributes and what kind of shot form they have. But honestly, there's not a huge difference between them. Each character also comes with an assist creature that fires off attacks of its own, but can also generate a magic barrier, which you'll soon learn is your most useful ability. Bullets that enter the magic barrier immediately slow to a crawl, and when you destroy enemies, any bullets they had in your barrier are converted into coins. Actually, all of the enemies you destroy also leave behind coins for you to collect, and it's with these coins that you can buy lots of helpful power-ups at the Jack-o'-lantern shop that appears several times in each stage. These power-ups include a myriad of super attacks, increasing your MP gauge, which extends the amount of time you can deploy your magic barrier, and you can even purchase extra health. You have to monitor your spending though, because every time you purchase an item, it will be more expensive the next time it appears in the shop. That's pretty much it as far as gameplay mechanics is concerned. Just pick a witch, blast everything that appears on screen, collect tons of coins, buy power-ups, and do it all over again. It's incredibly fun and addictive, and again, this is one of the more forgiving bullet hell shooters, primarily because of all of the various abilities and power-ups it affords you. So it's easy to get into, and if you want a greater challenge, there is a mode called Valpurgis Night, which cranks the difficulty way up. In fact, there are quite a lot of gameplay modes to choose from, including a score attack mode, endless mode, practice, arcade, and a story mode. Though the story mode is the exact same thing as the arcade mode, except there are dialogue segments at the beginning and end of each stage. And these honestly make little or no sense, and sometimes the dialogue is just downright weird and not very interesting. So I say just stick with the arcade mode or the challenge mode, because the writing clearly wasn't a priority for this game. But that's okay, because when a shooter is as fun as this, it doesn't really need a story anyway. In fact, the one really interesting thing about the story in Trouble Witch's Final is that the Leviathan thing from Hellraiser 2 somehow made its way into the game, which freaked me out. In a good way, though.
My God. Leviathan, Lord of the Labyrinth. Help me!
So this game is a lot of fun, that much is evident, but it wouldn't be a cute 'em up if it wasn't, you know, cute, and this game certainly is. All of the characters are obnoxiously adorable little anime witches, accompanied by cute little animals and other various creatures, and the entire game is luminously bright and colorful. It's like a bag of Skittles threw up in here. It really is a very vibrant and appealing game to look at, and going along with that, it also features a very upbeat and energetic soundtrack that you'll be lucky to hear through the constant sounds of explosions and coins being collected. Yes, indeed, from top to bottom, this is one fantastic shooter, and I personally can't wait for episode 2, whenever that might be. So if you've got a Switch and you like a good cute 'em up, I'd say this is definitely the best one currently on the market. It's Trouble Witch's Final, Episode 1, Daughter of Amalgam. And it'll tear your console apart.
And to think, I hesitate.
So there you go, everybody. That's my little review of Trouble Witch's Final, Episode 1, Daughter of Amalgam. I feel like it's been Episode 1, like, for years now. There's been, like, Trouble Witches, and then there was, like, Trouble Witches Neo, Trouble Witches Origin, and now we're at Episode 1 still? Come on. Give us an Episode 2 at some point, whatever the hell an Episode 2 would look like. But yeah, I really love this series, and this game in particular, Trouble Witch's Final. It's really good. So let me know down in the comments, what did you think of the review, and have you played this or any of the Trouble Witches games, and what do you think of them? Because cute 'em ups, I don't play as many cute 'em ups as I do just straight up like shooters, Danmaku games, and things like that. But cute 'em ups, always fun, always a joy to play, a fun little like side adventure to get your mind off all those like brutal spaceships and dense bullet fields and all that kind of thing that come along with your average Danmaku, and you get something just a little more colorful and cute. So that's always a pleasantry, and this is, no joke, probably my favorite cute 'em up, at least that I've played recently, but maybe like of all time. I really did enjoy this game, had a lot of fun with it. So yeah, again, let me know down in the comments, what are your thoughts on Trouble Witches in general? And have you played Trouble Witch's Final? Or, after seeing this review, are you going to play it? I certainly hope so. I want to influence some people. Play some Trouble Witches so we can get that damned episode 2. But anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Really appreciate it. And take care. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.